This is Donkey Kong Country 2, part of the unofficial Donkey Kong month. Diddy's Kong Quest. If we go into this game, we will see that there is, let's go ahead and we should start a new game here. What's the longest one I've got? This one. So yeah, I have 102%ed this game 100 times. Or not 100 times, a bunch of times. 102% is the official, actual 100% getting everything. So yeah, this game, like the first one, has the similar options of one player, two player team, where one of you plays as Diddy Kong, the other one plays as Dixie. You do not play at the same time, it's just if one of you gets hit, it switches to the other. And then two player contest is where you have separate progress. So one of you will play a level, and then if you beat the level or die, it'll switch to the other player, and they get to play from where they left off. So it's kind of just like a race to who can beat the game first. We'll go ahead and do a one player. So this game, canonically, takes place after Donkey Kong Country 1. Donkey Kong has been kidnapped, and you have chased K. Rool back to his island to rescue Donkey Kong. So yeah, K. Rool, the boss of the first game, he has his own island. Here's a note saying that he has kidnapped Donkey Kong, and we have to go get him. But this game does have a bit of a pirate theme to it the whole way through. So I guess I should explain the controls again. You have your normal ability to walk and jump on enemies to kill them. You are collecting bananas again. I think K. Rool may have stolen the banana horde and Donkey Kong this time, or maybe just Donkey Kong. I don't remember. Anyway, there are still bananas here to follow. You can run. There's so you have a roll button. If you just sit here and press the button, you will roll. But if you hold the button, you will run, so you can move a lot faster, jump farther, stuff like that. Basically, if you're really good, you just hold this button the whole time because you know what you're doing. And then you can also roll through enemies. Most enemies. There are specific enemies that you can neither, like, there'll be like an enemy you can't jump on, so you have to roll through, or there's an enemy you can't roll through, you have to jump on, stuff like that. New to this game is the Buddy Up ability. You press the A button, and you can put one character on the other's shoulders, and then you can throw them. If you just push the button like that, they'll just go straight forward, but the intentional way to do it is to throw them up. You can throw them straight up, or you can throw them with, whoops, or you can throw them with a bit of an angle, like to get that coin up there. Banana coins are also new to this game. Not new to this game are the Kong letters. Collect all 4 letters K-O-N-G to spell Kong, and you get an extra life. Of course, you pick up barrels as well by holding the run button. Here is an example of a bonus level, returning from the first game bonus levels. They will have different objectives, like in this case it's find the token. Others will be like defeat all the enemies or just find the exit. So this one's pretty straightforward. You just pop up the barrels, testing you on your jumping abilities to get a creme coin. Now there's a bunch of different pickups in this game. The banana coins are used to buy things from other Kong members, generally speaking. So like if you want to get hints from other Kong characters like Cranky Kong per se, he returns, you have to pay him coins to get the hint, but we'll get to that in a bit. The animal buddies return, and here's Rambi again from the first game. The animal buddies all have extra abilities now, where if you hold the A button, Rambi, in this case, will start charging, which allows him to break down walls. Now in the first game you could just run into a wall and it would break down, but in this game you need to charge up, so you can't just run into walls blindly and open up secrets. You have to intentionally think, oh, maybe there's something here, I will ram into it with my special ability. So there was a level where you have to defeat all the enemies to get the coin. The Creme Coin, I should specify. The Creme Coins are reward for bonus games. And the Creme Coins are used to enter extra levels. These are DK coins, or hero coins, as Cranky calls them. They are merely for completion's sake. Cranky Kong will grade you at the end of the game based on how many of those DK coins you found. These are also new. These are no animal buddy signs. So these will remove your animal buddy, but if you bring your animal buddy to the sign, you will get a reward. In this case, it's a 2 life balloon. So yeah. Another difference in this game is the end of the level, is these targets. If you just hit them, if you just go up and like jump on it, nothing will happen. But you'll beat the level, but you won't get a reward. But if you jump from enough height, you will get an extra reward. So in this case, I got a banana bunch. And then whatever character you're using will do a jingle here as a victory. So yeah, that's the first level. Again, the same thing happens where if you get all the bonus levels in a game, or in a level, the title of the level will get an exclamation point. Also, if you found the DK coin symbol will be there. So you know you got everything in the level if you have an exclamation point and a DK coin. Here is the second level we will go through real quick. This one I'll go ahead and just speed through as fast as I can. Again, if you roll through enemies, you do get a bit of a speed boost. That is a thing that is not new to the game, but I don't think I mentioned the first time in the review of the first game. So this is a 2D platformer, of course. Bunch of little secrets everywhere, mostly for getting extra lives. Oh, here's a little new feature, is this cannon barrel. This cannonball. If you bring it to the cannon, this will also take you to another bonus level. So I'll go ahead and do this one real quick. This is a destroy them all. This one's a little more difficult because you have to practice your throwing skills. So you have to throw this up at enemies to kill them. Fun fact, you can also use your buddy to kill enemies in a similar fashion. There we go, and I got the Creme Coin. It's Creme Coin because the face on it is supposed to be like a Kremling. And of course, if you touch enemies, you switch to your other character. There's another bonus barrel. Don't want to mess with all of that. Up there was the DK coin. If you get that bonus barrel, you'll be up there to get the DK coin. But there's Dixie's finish. And now we have access to Cranky. So if you come here, his first few tips are free. But then there are some tips where you have to pay him coins. I only have 1 coin. Wow. So if you buy the hint, it will then be free forever. So once you receive a hint, you know, you have it, basically. So you don't have to rebuy hints that you've already read. Because that would be painful. Let's go ahead and do... at this point, I think I will do a quick reset. Because I just want to show off more of the game real fast. So if we go to one of my completed files here, I'll skip back down here to the first world. So where I've gotten everything here. You can see this is Kong College. It's Wrinkly's save point. This is how you save your game. Now, a little controversial is that to save your game, the first time you get to Wrinkly's Kong College, you can save your game for free. But every time after that, it requires 2 banana coins. She also has tips that I already bought and are now free because I already bought them. But saving your game after the first time requires 2 banana coins. Now, that may sound like a hard deal, but usually, if you go to, say, the boss of any particular world, well, if you play through any level, you should be able to get a bunch of banana coins, but most of the boss levels will have extra banana coins hidden in them like that. So you just go in, start select. You can start select to quit a level you've already beaten, or a boss level you've already beaten. So you just go in, start select, and then you can hop up and grab more banana coins. And look at that, I've got 4 banana coins. Real easy. And now I can save if I really want to. And then I can leave. So yeah, saving is not... It does cost 2 coins, but that's just a little minor thing. Swanky's Bonus Bonanza. This is new. This is a quiz game where... Oh, I guess I can't redo them. But you basically just... He just quizzes you, like, what's the name of this area? What's the first enemy you saw in the game? You know, just trivia facts about the game itself that you would know if you play the game. And if you get all the answers right, he gives you extra lives. That's all there is to that. Funky has returned, and in a similar fashion, he will let you go from one world to the next, and he's the only way to go from one world to the next. The first time you visit Funky, actually, he will charge you 2 coins to use his services, but every time after that, it's free. So, each time you visit Funky in a new world, he will charge you, 2 coins to use his service, but I've already used it before, so it's free now. So you can jump to, say, the next world. And this world's like a lava world. Here, I will go ahead and show is Clubba's Kiosk. This is how you get to extra levels in the game. You have to pay him creme coins to enter the Lost World. And each time you do, it takes you to a new level. Ignore this. This is the final boss. Basically, you go through the main game and you beat the final boss, that's cool. And then if you go and beat all the bonus levels, or you find all the creme coins in all the levels, you can enter the Lost World levels, and then you beat all those and you can fight the final boss. Basically an extra final boss fight. But yeah, these are the Lost World levels. They require those creme coins that you get from the bonus levels to enter them. And they're basically, harder levels, but they have this jungle flavor to them, which is otherwise absent from the game in terms of themes, because you've got this you've got this foreign island that you're on, K-Rool's Island, and he's like a pirate now, somehow. Oops. There's a banana coin right there. That is an enemy. Oh boy, that was poorly played on my part. That's an enemy that you have to let him get his sword stuck in the ground first before you can attack him, before you can jump on him or whatever. I was just doing that a little fast. There are a few more variances in gameplay here. Dixie Kong, I didn't even mention Dixie Kong, has this float ability where if you hold the run button in the air, you can float. And that's very good for navigating difficult areas. The gimmick of this bonus level is that you can only go into a barrel that has the similar Kong's face on it. So you can throw your buddy in, or you can press select to switch. And then you get the creme coin, which I already got, so it's already checked off. So different from the first game, the bonus levels were basically just for getting extra lives. In this game, there's the purpose of collecting crumb coins to get more levels. These are tough enemies here. You cannot jump on them. You can, whoops, almost got a sneak attack there. You can hit them with your buddy to take them out, or you can use one of these TNT barrels. Barrels will take out tough enemies like that. Because like in the original game, Donkey Kong himself could take out tough enemies by jumping on them, but now you're playing as 2 smaller Kongs, so... Yeah, and so this level has a little gimmick of, you're going through, jumping through barrels to navigate. Star Barrel, again, is a checkpoint, so if I die, I will now restart there. Things absent from this game are the annual tokens, which would take you to another bonus level. As you can see, I'm just kind of like zooming through this real fast. Oops. But yeah, this is an incredibly fun game. 2D platformer, great levels, lots of fun bonus levels to be found, lots of challenge. definitely harder than the first game. Not that the first game was super easy, but it is what it is. To get high enough on this one, I have to jump off that bird there. So yeah, get 100 bananas again. You get an extra life. A lot of the same mechanics from the first game. And then all the other stuff I mentioned. But I think that is all there is to say about the game at the moment. Let's go ahead and jump over to the Game Boy Advance version port to show the differences. Alright, so this is Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Here we have the start game again. So here you can select your file. Let's go ahead and go to completed one. This is the Lost World in... Ooh. Let me jump quick here. If I press start, it opens up a new menu where I can, again, save my game wherever I want. A good quality of life thing. Because in the Super Nintendo version, you do have to get to Wrinkly's Kong College before you can save. Thankfully, it's only, like, the first save point is only in 3 levels. But the maps have been redesigned again a little bit. So, for example, the ship is on the opposite side of the island here in the main game. But for reference, here is the first level again. And you can still see there is a similar design here. Oh, that one up balloon. Oh, I guess you can only get that one up balloon once, as well as the message from K. Rool. Alright, so here is the game playing on the Game Boy Advance. Similar again. I think the Kongs have been downsized a little bit, but that's, you know, only to your advantage. Of course, the controls are a little different. R button on the Game Boy Advance, because there's no A button, will do the buddy up ability. Star barrel, checkpoint. The main difference here, of course, again, between the Super Nintendo version and Game Boy Advance version is you are getting a slight downgrade in visuals and sound. Again, the game does not look as bad on the camera, or it doesn't look as bad in real life as it does on the camera. So yeah, you have the same charging abilities. I'll go ahead and spare going through all the bonus levels and stuff again. DK coin has been checked. Kong letters, extra life. Also, the game does save how many lives you've gotten, so in the Super Nintendo version, every time you turn off the game, it'll reset your lives back to 5. In the Game Boy Advance version, it saves how many lives you have the last time you played. So, added to this game are a feather pickup. As you see in the top of the name there, exclamation point means I got all the bonus levels. The DK coin means I found the DK coin. And then there's a feather. The feather is a new collectible hidden in every level. And what you do with them is you take them to Cranky. And with them, you get to power up your bird. For every feather you gain, you can power up your bird in a specific stat. Now, because there are so many feathers in the game, you can actually max out all of your stats. So, in the early game, I think the best thing to get is like speed and strength. Flight and boost are, what's the word? Specific to situationally specific. Anyway, this is the first race of the game, so my opponent's stats are all low, while I have maximum stats. So basically it's just a quick race. I need to hold the B button to run. These are boost pads. Strength lets you push other guys out of your way, should you need to get them out of the way of getting to a boost pad or another power-up. You can pick up feathers along the way, as well as these, what look like little haystacks? I don't know what they are. These things. The haystacks are speed boosts. So I can, on command, just like give myself a boost. And then the feathers are a flying ability, so if you want to make a jump... Do I not have any? I don't have any feathers. If you want to make a jump between a couple platforms, you can use a feather to... There we go. You can do that. Which is very, you know, situational and specific. So yeah, got first place, had the best lap time, stuff like that. This is just a little extra thing. You get trophies, as you can see in the background there. And it'll save your game. It'll forcibly save your game at this point, every time you finish a race. Just a note. And then, let's see. So go back to the start menu. You can save your game at any time, of course. The gyrocopter will let you go out of the world whenever you want, so you don't have to go to Funky. Wrinkly's help, this just catalogs all the help you've gotten from Wrinkly that you've paid for. I believe on the other side, yeah, here's Cranky's help. It's the same thing. If you pay for his help, you can always just view the stuff you've gotten from him. Here's your records on bonus games. So Swanky's quiz, you can see like you got all the questions right. Funky's minigame, you can see if you did all those. Express the Racing, you can see if you did all those. Bag-a-Bug, it just shows your record. That is another minigame added. And here's your level stats. So you can see if you got the DK coin, the feather, and how many of the bonus levels you got out of how many there are in the particular level. And then also returning from the Game Boy Advance port of the first game is the scrapbook. So there are little camera rolls hidden throughout the game. Unfortunately, you do have to speak to Wrinkly the first time before any of them will show up. So like there's some camera rolls in the first level of the game. You have to go out and talk to Wrinkly and then go back and play the first level if you want to get those. And then there are also some specific ones. I believe Wrinkly even tells you some of them. Homework page? Yeah, homework pages. These are the photos, how to get them. So yeah, you can buy how to get all the secrets in the game, within the game. So that's like a good thing. And then every page you fill out, you get another DK coin. And then, okay, so since Funky Kong no longer takes you out of the world on his own, Swanky's minigame is still the same quiz game. Funky Kong has his own new minigame. So what you do here is you fly the gyrocopter around in various missions. I think these are sort of meh. I mean, the first one is just a flight test, basically, see if you can fly through these rings, whatever. But other missions have you sort of picking up stuff. See, even going through the rings is kind of finicky. I'm not a real fan of these things. But the Game Advance version still has, you know, the quality of life improvements of being able to save whenever you want. Plus the extra collectible. If you've played the Super Nintendo version a bunch already, the extra collectible of the feather is cool to have because it gives you, you know, something new to look for in a level if you've already played the levels before. And then, yeah, land. You have to softly land. And I had enemies shooting stuff at me that whole time. Those little white puffs of smoke that were shooting out from the walls. There were enemies crawling all around that were shooting arrows at me. And then other levels get harder on those. And I don't really like it. I mean, they're not bad, they're just kind of eh. The game, I don't think the game as a whole is necessarily better for having them. I really liked Funky's Fishing from the first Game Boy Advance game. But the Funky Flights is not so great. Swanky lets you replay bosses, but he charges you 10 banana coins to do it. And if you do it, then he saves your time and he gives you rewards, which I don't really find a benefit in having those rewards because, you know, I'm good enough at the game that I don't, like, lack in number of lives I have, so I don't really need the rewards. And I guess that's all there is to say about it. This is definitely a competent port in that it has all the levels. It has some extra... Oh wait! Let me go back to the main menu. Quit game. Alright, so back on the main menu, we also have Diddy's Dash. This is a time trial mode, so you can go through and play through all the levels and set your best record. This game is a little different from the first one in that there's no like plus to your time, but killing multiple enemies in a row will stop the timer temporarily. Let's see if I get to see any of that. It stopped recording on me for a sec there. Alright. And there are checkpoints, which is nice. Those little lines of stars are checkpoints, so if you die, you'll restart there. And as you see on the bottom of the screen, it'll say time frozen, because I got a bunch of enemies killed at once, so it freezes my time. So that's a cool little bonus. There is no Buddy Kong in this, so I can't get Dixie to help me out. Let me take another hit. But what's interesting about this time trial mode is that after you merely beat all the time trial levels and just set your own time, you'll then be shown Cranky's best time. Now, I didn't do very great. I beat that level in 16 seconds before. And then if you beat all of Cranky's times... See, when you beat all the levels first, it'll show Cranky's time instead of your own. And then if you beat all of Cranky's times, then Cranky will share with you, secret passwords in the game that you can use to get bonuses and stuff. But you can just look those up wherever you want on GameFAQs or whatever. But it's cool that they at least have the time trial mode so you can, practice and get an extra challenge out of that. These bonus games you can do Espresso's Racing, Funky's Flights missions, and Bag-a-Bug, which I have not yet explained. Bag-a-Bug is you go to Cleva's kiosk, and where he still lets you into bonus levels by paying in Creme Coins. He also offers you to play this minigame, which serves no purpose other than just to play it. And what you do is you're going around trying to collect these bugs. And while he's going around, he'll kill you or whatever if he finds you, but you go around and pick up these bugs. Oh, there's little invincibility barrels, so you can get some temporary invincibility. I don't find this minigame very fun because, I don't know, it's just not very fun. And there's no rewards, really, for doing it. You're just trying to set a high score. And you just kind of have to pick up bugs at random because you can't control, when they're going to show up. You can't even predict where they're going to show up because they fly around and you can only pick them up if they're landed on the ground. So if they're flying around and they fly through you, you don't get them. You have to wait for them to land on the ground somewhere. And then if Clubba hits you, yeah, you just get thrown out and... Oh, I lost all my bugs? I did lose all my bugs. Yeah, so if you get hit by Clubba, you basically just lose. Because you lose all your bugs. Anyway, my record on that is 21. I guess the game has a record of its own of 25, but I don't care to beat it. So that is Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Fun game. Here's the cheats menu, so if you know secret codes, you can enter some cheats. But yeah. That's the game. I definitely recommend it. It's lots of fun. Either version, you're getting the same levels. The Game Boy Advance version is just a little bit more easier to get into. And that's my review. And if you have any questions about the game, you can ask me in the comments below, and I'll answer them for you. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.